Frankenstein's got a journal, Wolfman has a vlog. Swamp Thing tweets from down in his bog. Pete and Nash read it all, and now they're trying to see what's going on with these Vampire Diaries.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy who has only seen one full season of the show watches the series with a superfan. This over here is the titular Petey, but let's just say he puts the Petey in Vampire, but call him Pete. And I'm here with him, and I'm Matt.
Wow. So smooth and good.
I tried to read your intro, but whatever.
I liked it.
Okay, good.
And what's your little banter? That's also part of it.
Oh, yeah. Pete.
You're so nervous.
No, my voice is cracking. It's winter, and even though it's fall, It's cold in here. My voice is cracking. Anyways, man, first season done. Wow.
The finale of the show, the season finale of the show, The Vampire Diaries, and the season finale of season 1 of The Vampire Diaries.
I know. I'm so glad that we stuck with it and watched the whole season and did our whole podcast.
Totally. We should pat ourselves on the back. We've done a lot. Congratulations to us.
Yeah. Did you think that when you started this that you were going to really watch this show?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
And we're only a fraction of the way in. There's 172 episodes, I believe.
We got a lot to watch.
22 down, 150 more. Sounds like a good use of our time.
Yeah, why not?
Ash, I got you a finale gift.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Which you already know.
I know.
So my intention was to have you open it live on mic.
Yeah.
Scintillating pod.
Maybe it would sound like this.
Yeah, but actually, maybe that would be bad anyway. But, and it hasn't arrived yet, but I showed you a screenshot of what I got you.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Ash, what did I get you for your finale gift?
You got me a pair of drinking glasses that you put your drink in, not that you wear while you're drinking.
You wear them, you put them on your eyes to see
your drinks.
Like walking down the street less drunk.
Those are drunk goggles.
Beer goggles.
But reverse. And a shirt.
Yeah, Brothers Bond merch.
Brothers Bond merch. I'm excited. It's so funny that you got that for me. Thank you, by the way. Because I was looking at the merch to get you something.
What?
I hadn't planned as far ahead as you did, but I was that same day looking for you.
Wow.
I know. I'm excited.
It's like if we had both gotten each other Brothers Bond merch, it would have been like the gift of the Vamp Jai.
Or it would have been like last Christmas when we got each other the same exact shirt.
Yes. We got each other the Sloppy Boys shirts.
That was so funny.
That was fun. Shout out to the Sloppy Boys.
Yeah.
Ash, we must discuss this finale, the season finale, season 1 finale.
Season 1 finale.
Season 1, episode 22.
Founders Day.
Founders Day. Cold open. Catherine, Elena getting ready for the modern day Founders Day. Mm-hmm. We see Elena putting on an old school dress like we've seen Catherine in.
Yeah.
We're thinking it's Catherine, but no, it's Catherine and Stefan, modern day, 2009.
I know. Did it give you a little confusing moment?
Yeah, I thought it was just Catherine and Stefan.
Yeah, in 1864. Mm-hmm. Yep, it wasn't, but they were getting it ready for Founders Day.
Yeah, so Ash, I participated in a Colonial Fair in middle school. We had to dress up like colonials. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
We had to buy tricorn hats, which means 3 corners. Did I wear tights, maybe? And then 3/4 length pants?
Have I seen a picture of you dressed up like this?
I don't think so.
I feel like I might have.
I mean, my mom has every single thing, so
Yeah.
probably.
But Was it for school or for your community?
It was just around the house. No, no, it was for school. It was learning for whatever unit. And it was sort of like a science fair, but instead it was the Colonial Fair. And I think I even had to do like a 3-fold backboard about some aspect of it. In hindsight, I'm wondering how problematic the whole thing was.
Yeah, I know. I definitely have done like little plays and skits and stuff where like your parents were invited to come and science fair and all that good stuff. But I don't think we did like a colonial fair. I've been to the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I've been to Colonial Williamsburg.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And is there another one of those?
Busch Gardens.
Yeah. Yeah, some East Coast colony stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool. But Founders Day in Mystic Falls, Virginia was just giving me some of that kind of East Coast colony type memories.
That's good.
Damon sees Stefan, calls him retro. That's funny. Says he's there to eat cotton candy and steal Stefan's girl.
I know, he's saying it all like...
So I'm wondering if that's like a takeoff on I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum and I'm all out of bubblegum, which is... I'm going to forget. I'm not going to be able to pull what movie that's from.
I have no idea what that's from.
But maybe like They Live or one of these 80s movies. But anyway, he's saying eat cotton candy, steal Stefan's girl. I don't really get that. Like, is he referencing the first Founders Day? Or is he just making like a joke that means nothing?
I think he's just joking that like things are going well. Because... as far as they know, the device has been deactivated.
The device.
They have no more vamp problems, no worries. He's like, it's Founders Day. I'm going to eat some cotton candy and steal your girl. Like, I'm having a good day.
Yeah, like that's his definition of a great day.
And like maybe that's his actual plan at that moment.
Yeah, he's saying his thoughts out loud in a joking way.
Right.
Yeah. He's just kidding, but seriously. I was like, well, did he steal Stefan's girl at the first Founders Day? Was there cotton candy back then? When's cotton candy from?
This confused you so much.
I was so confused. Stefan says he has no sense of Damon humor. He has a sense of humor. He has no sense of Damon humor.
Yeah, he's just over it.
He says he's the better, hotter choice. Oh, wait, no, Damon says
I was
he's
like, wait, what?
the better, hotter choice and now can turn all of his attention to Elena. He's really going for it.
I know. He just likes to, bully his brother.
He does.
Typical big brother situation.
And Elena is now dressed up like Catherine. So this is at, the Founders Day out on the lawn.
This is a little bit silly to me because Elena knows what Catherine looks like from 1864. So it's Elena getting ready just like, I look exactly like Catherine.
But what is she going to do? She just looks exactly like Catherine and is supposed to wear a dress like that.
Okay, she could maybe do her hair differently or something.
She could.
But she just was like, I'm just going to look just like Catherine today.
Yep. And even in that moment, I felt like she got a little evil. She did a little evil look. And I was like, is this Catherine? Again? Still confused? So confused this whole cold open.
This is the point of this whole cold open, is to confuse you.
To confuse Pete.
Yes.
All right. So the main show starts. Finally not confused anymore. Jeremy is in a dirty shirt.
Yes.
Anna whooshes in.
It's part of his costume, by
to his
the way.
bedroom. I'm not so sure. Anna whooshes into his bedroom. You didn't kill my mother. Your uncle did. She says.
Yeah, well, they're like...
Oh, he's like, I'm sorry, probably.
Yeah, he's just like a little bit talking like really quietly because that's how he talks.
That's how he talks this episode.
Every time. But he's just saying like, I'm so sorry about what happened to your mom and like probably worried that she was going to take it out on him. But she doesn't.
Jeremy does defend Uncle John a little bit, though. Like, how are you going to defend your uncle to your sort of girlfriend about killing their mom.
Well, maybe because Jeremy just recently had Uncle John save his life.
True. Anna says she has to get out of this town. I can turn you. You can come with me.
Yeah, I know. And then she was really disappointed that Jeremy wasn't like, okay, yeah. Because earlier, when it was for Vicky, he was going to get turned. But now, for Anna, he's like, nah.
He said, bye, girl, bye. Also, she says, here's my blood.
Yeah.
She just had the blood.
A little vial.
In her pocket. If you die when it's in your system, you'll come back to life. Mm-hmm. And I said, people are going big.
Yeah.
This episode.
They are. I like that, though. It's just like, now this vampire blood exists and something's going to happen with it.
Yeah.
Also, the beginning of this episode, to me, I did not really like the pacing of it. I told you when we were watching it that I felt like they had a lot to cover in the episode and everything was really rushed and it didn't like have a chance to breathe and let people really like experience their moments. I think it got better as the episode went on, but at the beginning it was just like everyone's talking blah, 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 really fast about their thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like last episode, which came straight in on the very next shot from the last episode, right? And also, it was like when they were writing this episode, they were like, oh, we got to do so much stuff. And they typed all the stuff into the first 5 minutes. And then they're like, okay, I got that out of my system. We can have a regular episode now.
Yeah, and the actors are just like, all right, say this part as fast as you can because we're going to move on.
Yes. And then, okay, so back to Elena. And I was like, oh, nah, it's Elena. It's not Catherine. Because I was so confused. Elena finds out that Uncle John could be Father Uncle John. Mm-hmm. Her father, Uncle John.
Yeah.
Elena is worried about Jeremy's reaction to her Vampire Diaries.
Right. Elena's really just most concerned about Jeremy in this episode.
Matt. So everyone's at the Founders Day pretty much. Let's just say that, then we can just say the rest of the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Matt is still mad at Ty, my buddy Ty.
Yep. Even Caroline says, I don't know if she said in this moment, but she says exactly what I said.
Yes, this is my note. Caroline said what you said.
Yeah.
And now you can say it.
Yeah, I was like, well, he kissed Matt's mom and he beat him up. Of course it's going to take a while for him to get over it.
Yeah.
And like word for word, Caroline says that too.
Yes. I mean, maybe if Ty made out with VA Beach mom and then Matt beat Ty up,
it would be probably easier.
it'd be a little better than I'm going to make out with VA Beach mom and then beat you up.
Right.
That's tough.
It is tough.
It's insult and injury.
Legit.
Jeremy is so mad at Elena, Ash. Mm-hmm. And, he says, why don't you just have Damon erase my memory again? Mm-hmm. That's tough stuff. And I said, just like we had already said, everyone is saying everything, I said.
Yes.
We're just getting story.
Yep.
That's good. Battle of Willow Creek Recreation.
Yeah.
Battle of Willow Creek Recreation.
I'm definitely not going to try to say that.
Battle of Willow Creek Recreation.
Yeah.
That's like almost like a palindrome. Not exactly, but
yeah, pretty close.
like a homophone palindrome.
So we get to see the floats. Remember last episode we were like,
yeah, we were like, these floats aren't getting made.
Yeah. But you said you wanted to see Matt with a broken arm in a cast.
Yep. Very happy to see that. The continuity, I mean. Mr. Saltzman's students. It was Mr. Saltzman's students who did that
Did
float.
the recreation.
Mm-hmm. The recre.
That's a pretty good float, though, actually, because you don't have to... It's like what I said about what I would do.
Yeah.
You just dress up and you just stand on the float.
Yep. And the Mystic Falls Court is another float. Mm-hmm. Damon...
The football players are just like on some hay.
Yeah, I said the Mystic Falls football team's float sucks.
Yeah, they're just on some hay in their uniform. But I think that's right.
Yes.
I'm very happy with these floats.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Damon's watching from the crowd. Bonnie's there too. Damon says thank you to her.
Yeah, what'd you think about that moment?
I like Damon this whole episode. And always. Mm-hmm. It was good.
No, it's a good episode. And for a super fan, I really like that moment.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know that she didn't actually spell or fix or whatever the device.
Mm-hmm. No.
I said device in a weird way. Device.
Device.
Damon says he owes her. And I was like, well, will Bonnie feel bad now when the device works? And we do see all that happen. Mm-hmm. Not really. I don't know about her feeling bad per se, but she does take action.
And you think Damon's going to take back his owing her?
Do I think he's going to take back his owing her? No.
Because
I think they all owe each other, or they're all square at the end of this, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Uncle John describing the device to Mayor Lockwood, and I was 100% right.
Yeah, you were.
I just described what it was.
Yes.
I guess, I mean...
Well, you said a weird thing about the Matrix, but when you when you started to talk about it for real, you were right.
I mean, was the book that this was based on written before the Matrix? Probably not.
No, the Matrix was way before.
Matrix was 1999. But when was the book out? Mid noughties?
Oh my gosh.
Oddies, naughties?
That I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that it's after the 1999. Oops. Originally published September 1st, 1991.
Ooh.
I started to read this book, by the way. Mm-hmm. And I had to stop reading it because it's too different from the show. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to be confused and say like the wrong stuff in the pod. Yes. But it would be nice to read it at some point, but I don't think I can read it like conversely. Is that the right word?
Concurrently.
Mm-hmm. Conversely is when you're talking with someone.
No, it's like opposite. Like conversely, I would say that blah, blah, blah. Or to converse.
Right.
But conversely.
Is like against someone in like an argument, sort of. You're going against them. No. Why not?
It would just be like, I really like dogs. But conversely, I also like cats. I think. This is all really good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this device sounds exactly like the EMP or whatever that make the little squid friends from the Matrix fall down.
Well, tell us what it does in this show.
I mean, we see it make a big old noise and hurt the vampires' little brains.
Yep, and then they can stick them with vervain.
And then
throw them in the basement.
Mm-hmm, burn them up in the basement. Do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, once they have that vervain, they can really do a lot.
Yeah, so that was cool. I Pete-dicted a lot of stuff, but I also said a lot of weird stuff that probably won't happen. The tomb vamps are in a bando, a.k.a. an abandoned house. They're all putting on matching T-shirts. I like that.
They're like pretending like they were working the parade and everything.
Yeah,
they're volunteers.
How do these tomb vamps so quickly get acclimated to the 2000s? They're like, oh, I know what a T-shirt is. Oh, I know what...
John Gilbert.
Okay. And then, like, we can wear matching T-shirts.
John Gilbert was probably like, wear these shirts. And they were just like, okay.
Yeah. But also, all these tomb vamps, they look very late 2000s. They all have, like, cool hair and stuff. Yeah. Is that John Gilbert, too? Is that Father Uncle John?
They just came out of the tomb looking very 2000s.
Yes, exactly. Well, fashion repeats itself, every 30 years or whatever they say? Mm. So maybe this was, 180 years ago? So that's a division of 30. So maybe the fashion in 18 whatever was just the same.
It wasn't, because we see in the flashback it's not.
In 1864, frosted tips... bowling shirts, goatees.
All right.
and other Guy Fieri references. Mystic Falls celebrating 150 years. Mm-hmm. That's it. The Grill. Damon says the period look didn't suit Elena. Yeah, right. That's exactly what he wants.
I know. I think he's trying to convince himself.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, try to move on from Catherine and kind of lean into liking Elena. I do not know what's going on with my voice today. It keeps going out. It's really weird.
Sounds good. Let's all just... Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. So I don't know. I don't think he really thinks that. I think he's just, like, trying to focus his attention on Elena and try to forget about Catherine.
Yeah, and I think he's talking to Stefan in this moment, and Stefan is worried about their friendship. Mm-hmm. And he says, stop with the flirty comments and the eye thing.
Oh, Elena says that.
Oh, okay, Damon's... Oh, yes. Okay, Damon's talking to Elena in this moment.
Because it's so hard for Elena. Elena's like, it's, you know, she's not going to admit it that she likes it.
Right.
But she's like, then stop with the flirty comments and the eye thing that you do. Did you like that they mentioned the eye thing?
Well, in parentheses, and the Grinch smile, she should have said.
I know.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Don't make me regret being your friend, she says. Mm-hmm. Jeremy strolls in, tells Elena to go to hell.
He's like, go to hell, Elena.
I said, dang. Damon tells Jeremy to not talk to Elena like that. Again, being a boyfriend type role.
Mm-hmm. He keeps stepping in like that.
Mm-hmm. I said he gives him some tough love. Not sure if it was actually that, but more of like the boyfriend thing. Then Stefan defends Jeremy. Damon turned Vicky, and I killed her, Stefan says.
I know.
Whoa.
I don't even know if Jeremy knew that. I don't know if it's probably in the journal. Yeah. But he didn't seem to be mad at Stefan this whole time. Only at Elena for lying, but...
Yeah, well, maybe he'll get to be mad at the bros, too, now.
I mean, but Stefan does say that he killed Vicky because she was dangerous and she was trying to kill Elena. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Jeremy, I'm like, thank you for saving my sister. But he's still mad. There goes my voice again. Is
blood thicker than water? We'll see. I said the beef between the bros has been ratcheted up. Mm-hmm. They really were getting finale stuff going on in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, they had been getting along for quite some time in the middle of the season. And now they're starting to have some beef again.
Yeah, I think I have a note later in my notes that I noted, and I took a notation, and it was of note. But in
a notebook?
Yes, on my notes app. But I felt like Stefan was back to like cool dude in this one again. But for the past 4 episodes or something, or he was very pathetic and like on the edge and all this stuff. Not a whisper of that in this episode.
Yeah, I feel like last episode they were showing that he was kind of back to his regular self.
I know, but isn't this like a huge struggle that he's had to do for his whole entire life, and then all of a sudden he's chill about it?
Yeah, he's probably done it before.
And will this keep popping up, or nah?
What do you think?
I don't know. They sure milked it for a second, but and I don't feel like he didn't do the work, you know? If in like addiction type stuff, you go through the steps or you do the work. And again, like I think we mentioned this before, but he seems like a dry alcoholic in this moment, not like a sober person.
Right. You don't think he did the work that time when he was like having all the flashbacks and then admitting that like he killed his dad and all this stuff?
Could be. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would be not that enthralled if they go back to the well of that same storyline again of him like falling off the wagon or whatever, the blood wagon.
Okay.
Unless it's really good. I don't know. A lot of exteriors in this episode. A lot of shooting outside. A lot of makeup.
A lot of makeup.
On the gentlemen as well.
Yeah.
It's some harsh Virginia lighting.
I know. And yeah, the outdoor sets don't look as good as the indoor set.
Yeah, it's easier to control the look with some lights inside, outside. The sun is beaten down.
It's a wild west out there.
Yep. Forbes, Lockwood, Uncle John. This is the reason for the secret. They say this is the reason for the secret council to get rid of vampires. They're having a little meeting. I back into it a little bit. I back into these notes, Ash.
I know. I'm like sitting here like, what are you saying?
Mm-hmm. Eventually we get it, though.
Yeah.
So those three friends are having a discussion. Lockwood and Uncle John want to use the town as bait to flush out the vampires.
Yes.
Forbes says no.
Yeah, because she's like, it's too risky.
Yeah,
people
like,
could get hurt.
Yeah, totally.
Or killed or whatever.
And then Uncle John's like, let me speak to Sheriff Forbes alone, and then punches her.
I know.
In the back of the head.
He just like, that's not okay.
No. He's a bad dude.
I mean, they might have been friends or whatever. Or they went to high school together. But you don't just punch, first of all, anyone in the back of the head, much less the sheriff.
I wouldn't.
That's not good.
No. Anna.
So she's passed out, and so he can just do what he wants.
Yeah, which I'm surprised Lockwood, finding out what we find out about him and my buddy Ty, are also down for this plan. Still don't know about that. All right. Anna tells Damon that the Tomb Vamps are going to attack tonight and kill the founding families during the fireworks. Damon thinks the device is deactivated.
Right.
Damon thinks the device is deactivated.
This is a lot of alliteration.
Yes. So he's kind of chill vibes.
Right. He's going to have some cotton candy and steal Stefan's girl.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's at the grill. Caroline, Matt, my buddy Ty. Mayor Lockwood comes in, tells Ty to go home, grabs Ty up. We know they have a rough relationship.
He's being really intense.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm all right. I'm hanging, whatever. He's like, both of you leave now. Leave here. Go home. He says it like 100 times.
Yeah, and then later we'll get to it, but Ty is driving Matt and Caroline.
Yes.
And some stuff goes down, but we'll get to that. So is Lockwood trying to... We'll get to it.
Okay.
All right, Lockwood is giving a speech. There are vamps in the crowd. We can tell by their orange volunteer t-shirts.
And they're always just standing like individually with like a little bit of room around them.
So we can get some good B-roll shots of them.
Yeah, they're just standing like straight and looking. That's how you know they're a vampire.
Yes. I believe in episode 2 of our show. Was that the Comet episode 2 or 3? We talked about our town squares and whatever. And I probably mentioned Chevrolet Day because I won't stop talking about it. And so I said that Lockwood giving this speech and then fireworks was like Chevrolet Day, but with less vampires.
You know what? That's funny. I've known so much about Chevrolet Day. I've been to Chevrolet Day. I don't know if my town has a day like that, but why wouldn't they? They're like, it's way more rural. I feel like rural towns have little community celebrations. We have this thing called the Bay Fest because it's right on the Chesapeake Bay, and it's like a giant farmer's market that lasts like a weekend. But it's not like talking about the history and stuff. I wish they did. That would be fun.
I don't know how much we talked about the history of Chevrolet on Chevrolet Day.
No? You didn't have any people dress up as traditional Chevroletians?
I think Mayor Callahan did.
What about in like the beginnings of Chevrolet Day? Like when Chevrolet Day first became like a holiday?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't a vampire who was alive at the time.
Okay.
When I started going, it was well underway.
Yeah.
Just like our ancestors had 3-on-3 basketball tournaments, so shall we.
Perfect.
Yeah, fireworks and the device are about to go off, I said. Uncle John turns on the device. Damon and Stefan are like the Matrix squid things in that it affects them.
Yeah, it's like kind of like what happened to them is what happened when Damon went to visit Grams, and she was like, I don't trust you, whatever. And then she makes him like hold his ears and be like, ow, ow.
Yeah. So it's like a high-pitched noise to them, and they can't function.
Which makes sense that it would have a similar reaction because the device was activated by Emily Bennett.
Yeah.
So it's like it's definitely a witch thing.
So we see when this thing turns on that Ty is affected by it, my buddy Ty. And I think they show his eyes turn yellow or something. And so I was like, is he a vampire? I don't think so. He's driving Matt and Caroline, and he crashes, and I was like, that's a good reveal that he has something weird going on with him. And then later, Mayor Lockwood has something going on.
Yeah, he's reacting the same way.
Yeah, and I immediately jumped to werewolf. But we'll see.
And what made you jump to werewolf?
I don't know. Just on the checklist, that's like the next thing.
Just like vampires and werewolves, like and witches.
Yeah, have we seen Ty with his shirt off?
I don't think so.
Because if we have, then we know he's not a Frankenstein. Right? And he's not a zombie. So, you know.
Okay.
There's only so many things he could be. Unless they think he's a new thing, a yellow-eyed being.
He could be a merman.
Oh. Merman. Merman.
What's that?
Zoolander.
Oh.
Alaric saves Stefan's butt.
Yeah.
Mayor Lockwood was injected with vervain, and he went down too. Anna gets injected. Uncle John is going to burn them up. They're all in this basement about to get burned up.
Yeah, in the Gilbert building that Pearl was trying to buy. All that good stuff.
Anna grabs Uncle Father John's leg. He stakes her.
Uncle Father John. I got distracted. Okay.
Uncle Father John. Anna grabs his leg.
Yeah.
And he stakes her.
In the basement?
In the fiery basement.
I know, that's so sad.
And she's dead now.
Didn't you like Anna?
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah.
I think that she came on strong, and it seemed like, well,
She did come on strong.
But this is actually how just life works. When you first meet someone in real life or whatever, they still have mystery and things to learn about them and stuff. And so you're like, oh, this person's so cool. And then you see more of them and you get to know more of them. And you're like, they're a regular person. But then hopefully...
You like the things you learned about them?
Yeah, totally. Which with Anna... Yeah, she was cool and she licked the blood and she and Jeremy had good moments. But then towards the end, like, especially when her mom was killed, like, she was sad.
Yeah. But you're right. She did come on strong and she talked about it for, like, 5 episodes. Like, am I coming on too strong again? Like, she would always, that's just how I am, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So, yeah, R.I.P. Anna.
R.I.P. Anna. Her and her mom.
Yep. In hell together. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Damon is in trouble, though, in this fiery basement.
I know. I'm so grateful that he's, like, all the way to the side, though, randomly.
Yep.
And when Uncle John Gilbert walks down the stairs and pours gasoline on people, luckily Damon does not get gas poured directly on his body because everyone else does, and they start blazing up.
Yep. Seems like an oversight by Uncle John.
I know.
When I'm burning up people with gasoline, I make sure everyone has gasoline on them.
Right.
The Gilbert device. That's the next Bourne movie, by the way. The Gilbert device. Matt Damon's.
It's the sequel to the Gilbert Girls.
Matt Damon's in there. Who am I? Oh, Matt Damon. Bonnie didn't deactivate it, they find out. Elena, Alaric, and Stefan don't know where Damon is. Mm-hmm. So they need to hatch a plan.
Yep. Gotta find Damon.
And then I said, that's why Mayor Lockwood didn't want them to do it. But I think he did. I think Forbes didn't want them to.
Yeah, Forbes didn't want him to. I don't know that Mayor Lockwood knew this was going to happen to him. He was up there giving that whole speech and everything.
I know, so he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I said, he's a vamp, and so is Ty, I guess, or werewolves. First Lady Lockwood unlocks Forbes. This is a whole... What did
you write? Did you write a poem instead?
This whole thing is pure alliteration.
You just wrote a poem instead of notes.
I actually just wrote a spoken word. Lockwood is burning up with Damon.
But first Mayor Lockwood unlocks Forbes because then she's like, hey, you need to help me. Something's wrong with the mayor. Mm-hmm. Not like what happened to you, who punched you in the head.
Yeah. You need to help me.
And also not like, did this device make you fall out? No suspicion either.
No, she doesn't have a good handle on what's going on.
No, she's just worried.
Lockwood is burning up with Damon in the fiery basement. You're not a vampire. What are you? Then a tomb vamp snaps his neck. Mm-hmm. I said, huh? Mm-hmm. And then I said, I had Pete-dicted that Ty was a werewolf at one point in this podcast.
Yeah, you had. We still don't know. But also I like this scene because Damon's like, well, I'm a vampire. That's why I'm here. Why are you here?
Yeah, Damon's like, I'm a vampire. That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Mayor Lockwood and Ty as werewolves. Maybe a little Teen Wolf action going on in Teen Wolf. Spoilers? I don't know. The movie, mm-hmm. Michael J. Fox comes of age and becomes a werewolf, mm-hmm. and his dad's also a werewolf, and there's a silly scene where his werewolf's dad is like, yeah, we're werewolves, and it's treated in a funny way. Maybe that's this.
Maybe it is.
Ty has wacky eyes as he's driving. The building is on fire. Stream of consciousness.
Yep, we said those things.
Uncle John's just standing there.
Yep.
It's over for Damon, Uncle John says. He's doing what should have been done 145 years ago.
Yeah, so basically he's trying to do what he thought had happened, or what people thought had happened in 1864, that they burned all the vampires in the basement of the church.
Yep.
This is like the new church situation. And he does burn a bunch of vampires.
He does.
But yeah.
So there's like a fiery basement room door, mm-hmm. and Uncle John tells Stefan just go in there to try and save Damon.
Because he doesn't expect that he would come out.
Yeah, he hopes Stefan just goes down there and gets burnt up.
Now you're both dead.
Bonnie tells Stefan not to go in there.
Yep, even though Bonnie is like so mad at Damon and Stefan all the time, she mm-hmm. still cares about them to a certain extent, and then maybe it's just for Elena, but she doesn't want them to die.
Right.
She keeps saving them.
Yep, and Stefan says, he's my brother, we have a bond, so he has to go in there. Bonnie's just standing there telling people not to go in, but we know Bonnie can control fire, mm-hmm. and then she does. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, she does. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the bros make it out.
She can control feathers and fire and water.
And water, yes. The three elements. Back at the grill, Elena and Stefan wonder where Damon went. Mm-hmm. Elena loves Stefan.
Yeah.
Knows he's worried about that. Mm-hmm. Because she's been bunning up. Does he know that? I don't think he does.
Well, he's heard the phone calls.
Oof. Okay, here's my little thing that I already said, but maybe I wrote it better. I don't know. They made Stefan so pathetic for like 3 episodes, and now he's chill vibes white knight.
That's good.
Where's the darkness in this ep? And the bloodlust and stuff? If they're going to break him down like that, they can't just Have him go back to heartthrob Stefan.
I like that, though. I don't like dark
What
Stefan.
do you like? Oh.
I like White Knight Stefan. I like give snuggles and kisses Stefan.
Chill vibes.
Yeah.
Crook of the neck hug.
Yeah,
Stefan.
definitely. Yes. I do really enjoy a crook of the neck hug.
I just have to kneel down to give you one of those.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true.
Damon visits Jeremy. He tells him the truth about Anna, which closes the gap from him erasing Jeremy's memory about Vicky. Damon tells Jeremy the truth about Anna, which makes up for him lying about Vicky.
Yeah.
That's good. Season finale, that's some good season finale stuff. And Damon can take away Jeremy's suffering again, but it's Jeremy's choice.
Yeah, I think it's important that it's Jeremy's choice.
Consent. I said, this is actually very good. Damon apologizes. Wow.
And this is what Damon does, like, right after he escapes this fiery basement.
Yeah, that's why they were like, where's Damon? He was going to apologize.
I know, but, like, what a big deal.
I know, it's awesome. That's why I said, that's why I typed wow earlier. Jeremy says, Anna said, vamps don't have to feel pain. Is it easier? Is this me editorializing, or did someone say life sucks either way? Did Damon say life sucks either way?
He did say that.
Okay. If you're a vamp...
But you agree, apparently?
No, it's great. If you're a vamp, you don't have to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Damon gets emotional. Scene of the season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a thing that they set up early in the season, paid it off. Some good acting.
They had a great character arc for Damon.
Yes. Jeremy as well.
Yeah.
More of a roller coaster than an arc. But, yeah, I think probably if we listen back to the tapes, I wasn't fully on board with Jeremy, right?
Yeah, no.
Well, we like the guy now.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Damon, who knew that would be the electrifying duo of the season?
Yeah. They did
Until later.
I know. They did play video games together one time.
Oh, yeah, that was a great scene. Ty and Matt at the hospital. Matt doesn't know what happened. Ty doesn't know what happened. Caroline is hurt. And Forbes tells Ty, my buddy Ty, something happened to his dad, Mayor Lockwood.
Yeah.
Got his neck snapped.
He's dead.
Yeah, but they don't know. I don't know. They didn't say that.
No, he didn't. Sheriff Forbes didn't say what happened. Just like call your mom. But we know that Mayor Lockwood is dead.
Yikes.
You don't survive a neck snapping.
Unless you're a werewolf. Is that lore?
Now you're making all kinds of rules.
Yep. Okay. Jeremy drinks Anna's blood. My Pete-diction, I don't think he'll kill himself. And then he starts taking all these pills. But I still don't think
You thought that, and then he immediately started taking pills.
Yeah. But we'll see I still don't think he's going to be a vampire. He drank the blood. He took some pills to kill himself, lays down to go to sleep. I still don't think that will kill him and he'll become a vampire. That's my Pete-diction.
You think he'll just be like fine afterwards and be like, I drank that blood and I'm still human?
I think he won't. Yeah, I think he won't die of an overdose either. Maybe Damon's still in the house. Come start getting him to barf up those pills. Maybe barfs up the blood too. Oh, a toilet with some blood and some pills in it.
Gross.
But then he's not dead and not a vampire. We'll see. Season 2.
All right.
What a weird... Okay. A lot of weird Pete-dictions going on. All right.
We like it. We like the Pete-dictions.
Bonnie tells Stefan that she couldn't let them die in the fire. How sweet.
This actually worked out really well because the tomb vamps got killed and Stefan and Damon did not.
Yeah, that's pretty ideal.
Yeah.
Damon needs to change. Bonnie knows who I am now. Damon spills innocent blood I'll take him down, even if I have to take you with him. So she's talking to Stefan.
Yeah, so Bonnie basically trusts Stefan and knows that he has, like, a good heart. Mm-hmm. But she does not trust Damon. But also, Bonnie hasn't been around to see Damon, like, grow and change and stuff.
No, she didn't. She wasn't there when he got emotional with Jeremy.
No.
Concurrently.
Exactly.
In the last scene.
Concurrently? Wasn't that the word I was using?
Conversely.
Oh, dang.
No.
Oh.
That's the whole thing.
I got it.
All right. Elena goes home.
Just read it like how you wrote it.
Elena going home sees Damon leaving, trying to do the right thing. He's leaving from Jeremy's room.
Right. She's like, what are you doing here?
I said some boundary crossing music is playing.
You did.
Uh-huh.
It was all like...
Damon sensually thanks her for saving his life, kisses her cheek too sexily, in my opinion. Damon then kisses Elena for reals, with a Z on the end.
Yes.
And Aunt Jenna sees them.
Yes. And what does Aunt Jenna say?
I don't know. What'd she say?
She's like, what are you doing out here? You should come in and, like, go to bed or whatever. Like, she says, what are you doing out here? You should come in now. Mm-hmm. The words. You should come in.
Oh, no. She invited her in.
Because she thinks it's Elena.
Oh, and that's why that was even in there at all.
Right.
Okay. Because I was like, why is it so scandalous? I guess Aunt Jenna would be scandalized by regular Elena
cheating on her boyfriend,
kissing the other bro.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Okay, cool. That's cool.
It was really subtle. I had to even think about it. Also, like, in a second when you talk about it, I was like, how did that even happen? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, because Aunt Jenna was like, you should come in and stop kissing Damon, basically.
Mm-hmm. So Jeremy does take all those pills. He goes to bed. We're led to believe that he will die and become a vampire.
Mm-hmm. But you don't think so.
Uncle John is startled by Elena. Where are we at? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. We're like in the kitchen or something? Mm-hmm. Okay.
By the fridge.
Uncle John is startled by Elena. Tells her about Isabel, his history with her. He hates the vamps because of who Isabel became. He's monologizing out here, Uncle John.
Yeah.
It's his fault. He sent Isabel to Damon. And then, but actually it's Catherine. And she was the one who kissed Damon. And she cuts Uncle John's fingers off.
To get the ring.
Yeah, and then stabs him probably, but we don't see it.
Yes.
Whoa.
That was such a crazy scene. Because you think it's Elena.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, why is Elena chopping his fingers off? Like, that's insane.
But still cool.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That would be cool, too.
And then you're like, oh, it's Catherine. Oh, that wasn't Elena who kissed Damon. It was Catherine.
In that moment, if your mind's not blown, you're not paying attention.
I know.
Then a real Elena walks up outside. And I said, lol, she has to say on the phone call, somebody definitely took my stuff, because Catherine comes up with a handful of whatever, the dress or whatever.
Yeah, and she's dressed like regular Elena in like her little tank top outfit that she always wears, the Henley and the tank top.
Yeah, somebody definitely took my stuff. But wait, where did Catherine get the regular Elena clothes?
At school.
Okay.
Because Elena had like a change of clothes at school. She was like, I need to go get my stuff and get changed. That's what the last thing Elena did. And then now she's saying, someone definitely took my stuff. Uh-huh.
Yeah, great one line on the phone to whoever.
Yeah.
To explain why Catherine had her stuff that we don't care about, I said. And I was like, so Catherine kissed Damon, not Elena. I wonder if he knew.
No, this is what I was going to say is... He thought he was kissing Elena. How messed up is that?
Very messed up, but also, even when he finds out it's Catherine, he's still going to think it's Elena in the old memory bank, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, my gosh. No, but I think that's the craziest part, is to think about how Damon was okay with kissing Elena.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. So Catherine... Okay, so the last kind of like little scenelet is Elena walking in, and then there's some kind of something going on in the background. Mm-hmm. Hey, boys, like I said.
Yeah.
No, not exactly that, but...
And it was all, huh?
So now Catherine probably has Jeremy, Aunt Jenna, and a fingerless Father Uncle John tied up in the living room. Dang. Which, yeah, maybe I would assume that Catherine in the mix would also mess up Jeremy's plan of killing himself, or maybe she would be into that and be like, let the boy die and then I can use him or something as a vamp. Mm-hmm. I can control him as his vamp sister, mother, grandma. I don't know.
Oof.
Pete-dictions, I think this episode was already full of them.
Yeah, but I want to know what you think is going to happen to Damon and Elena and Stefan and Caroline.
Damon, Elena, Stefan, Caroline. Caroline, I am very interested in what's happening with Ty.
Yeah, but you talked about him already.
Okay. All right, Caroline, does she die? Does she come back as Dark Caroline?
Because she like passed out and they were like, she has internal injuries or whatever.
Yeah, does someone have to come in and save her? But what like vampire would, sad to say, care enough to come and save her, at this point? Mm-hmm. Or maybe Matt. Does Matt know anything's going on? He could go get a vampire to help her or something? I don't know.
Matt does not know anything about vampires right now.
I think Caroline might be on ice for the beginning of season 2. Might be some hospital work for her. Mm-hmm. Who else? Stefan and Damon. Damon, ooh. Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen on
season 2?
Season 2, Ep 1, is Damon's going to be rolling back to the mansion and then be like, oh no, does he feel bad about it? And Stefan's going to be there. They're not going to know about like the danger at hand, but there will be some internal conflicts going on. Well, Damon's not going to tell Stefan about it. Mm-hmm. Stefan, what just happened to him? He feels good because he saved his bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stefan's kind of chilling right now.
Yeah. So Stefan and Damon, they won't know what's going on for a second. Elena's going to roll in, and Catherine's going to be like, we finally meet. And like, I have your whole family and Uncle John and all this. And then, I don't know, season 2 will be off.
Okay.
To whatever that's going to be about.
So you really do think that season 2 is going to just pick right up?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, with your Pete-dictions.
I do, yeah. I can't see it being the thing like 6 months later. Man, that was so weird when Catherine was at our house. Glad it all worked out.
Okay.
Some shows do that. I mean, of course, there could always be the flashback and we see more of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But they're going to go to this moment of Elena walking in at some point. Here's my question, though. Did they film it as part of the season 1 filming so everyone looks the same? Or will it be like, yay, we got picked up for 22 more episodes and everyone looks a little bit older?
That's a good question.
Pete-diction? Everyone looks a little bit older. Maybe some wig work going on.
Yeah. All right.
What else, Ash?
I like it. I like all the Pete-dictions.
How many fangs?
2 fangs.
2 fangs for me.
How many fangs for this show, this season 1?
Good question. I'm going to give season 1 fang because I see the prospect of growth.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give it 2 fangs because I love the show.
Cool. Well, you're just having a ball.
I am. I'm so glad that you are watching this show, and I love to hear your predictions, and I love when they're exactly right or they're exactly wrong. Mm-hmm. Those are the best.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to season 2.
Season 2. Well, let's just address season 2 of our podcast.
Yeah.
Before the game, when you're on a PD pod, there's a game. Season 2 of this podcast will continue in the new year, Ash.
Yeah.
2021.
Thank gosh.
2021. It might be the last, whatever the Bloodthirsty Thursday. If it's December, if it's very late December, if it's early Jan, that's when we're coming back.
Okay.
We're gonna take Thanksgiving off. We're gonna take a couple weeks off for the holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some bonus content could pop up. You never know.
Who knows?
But yeah, either late 2020, early 2021, we'll be back with season 2 of the Vampire Diaries.
The podcast.
The Vampire Diaries.
The Vampire Diaries. And you can't say someone who's never seen the show before. So are you going to be the season 1? Or are you going to be a fan now?
Ooh. I can Pete-dict. There will be some changes for season 2.
Okay.
A new intro, perhaps? A new theme song?
What?
I haven't made it yet, but...
I know you haven't.
Yeah, there'll be some retooling.
Cool.
Some exciting things.
I'm excited.
All right, Ash. No plugs except for tell your friends about the upcoming season 2. Tell them to listen to season 1 of this podcast.
Did you say there was a game?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, wait.
Ash, on the PD Pod, there's got to be a game.
Yeah.
About half the time. What Brothers Bond merch would you most like to see, buy? What would you like to exist in the Brothers Bond merchandise catalog?
I thought of a joke answer.
Yes.
A sex doll.
And what? Describe it further. You could buy one of each brother.
You could buy each brother in their bond and bond with them.
Okay.
Okay, for real though, let's see. They have a lot of good stuff already, like barware and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And what else would I like to see? Maybe I think they already have a hat.
They do. All right. While you could think, I'm going to say that I would like a Brothers Bond bicycle for 2.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of a real thing.
No, you and your brother can ride a bike that's connected.
Okay. What about a shirt with 2 neck holes?
For both bros?
Yeah.
That'd be great. 2 V-neck holes, of course.
Of course.
And that would kind of look like a fanged mouth.
Oh, yeah. That would be
Perfect.
interesting.
Why doesn't Brothers Bond have a shirt that you can wear with your brother that looks with 2 V-necks that look like fanged neck holes?
Hey, you know what else they should have?
What?
A journal. A diary.
What? They should.
And it might be leather bound and it says the Brothers Bond on it or whatever. And then you can have your own vampire diary.
Yes. And one side is for you and one side is for your brother. And it only works if one of you is left-handed and one is right-handed.
Oh, man. I was thinking it would be one of those books that you can start at the beginning and then you can flip it upside down and then there's a new beginning on the other side.
Yeah.
But you were just thinking someone writes on the left page and someone writes on the right page.
Yes.
That would be hard.
Also, what about some leather daddy stuff? Brothers Bondage.
Brothers Bondage, yeah. That'd be good. I also would want them to expand into different liquors and be Brothers Bond champagne and champagne flutes and Brothers Bond, I don't know what else, soda.
What if they did a feature film with a British spy with a license to kill, Brothers James Bond?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. What else do I know about this?
I don't know, but they sure have some good sepia-toned merch.
Yeah.
And
Brothers Osbond is the new country band.
What's
Brothers Osborne?
Okay.
They're a country band from Maryland.
I got it.
And they're 2 bros.
And they have a bond.
And they're Brother Osborne, but then I'd change it to Brothers Osbond.
Yep.
What?
It's good.
Oh my gosh.
So Brothers Osbond.
At least they didn't talk about The Matrix for like 25 minutes for 2 episodes.
Look, maybe we should just have a podcast about The Matrix.
No.
Okay.
That is not for me. Pete, what do you think was your most, like, ridiculous Pete-diction that came true?
I'm going to bet on that one of my Pete-dictions will still come true. Dark Caroline.
Okay.
Dark Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
All right,
you are a vampire with dark hair. Dark hair. Dark hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what about in season 2 of the characters we know, do you think anyone is going to be unhumaned?
You have asked this before, and...
I know, but now I want to know that for the next whole season.
Okay, to hedge my bets, I'm going to say that Jeremy will become a vampire because I already said I don't think he will.
So you're just disagreeing with yourself, okay?
Yep, but if I have to say anybody, I mean, they set it up for him to be.
Uh-huh.
Dark Caroline, ba ba ba. Well, is she a witch? We don't know. Ty, werewolf. Mm-hmm. Of the characters we know, I think that's our...
That's it?
That's our trilogy.
Okay. And what was your favorite part of the Vampire Diaries?
Watching it with you.
No. Of the real show. But thank you.
Damon's Grinch smile.
You did talk about it a lot.
Yep.
My favorite part, because I know you want to ask me, is the flashbacks.
Of course.
I love the flashbacks. It's so fun.
Yeah. They should have a whole show of flashbacks.
No, that makes it less fun.
Okay.
Summer is snoring so loud.
Pug Watch 2020. Still snoring, still loving the bed. Still wears a diaper to bed.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to our first season of this podcast, the Vampire Diaries. We had so much fun watching and recording, and we hope you come back for season 2.
Yes, and I will put one last word in. Follow at High Dive Publishing on Instagram to just stay on top of what's going on, because I'm sure I'll post there about when the show's returning, any new things going on with the show. That's it.
Thanks.
Thanks, you.